Kunal, coming to you first. Personally, I really thought that we're going to see a huge day for Nifty if you saw the way the Dow was up yesterday. So according to you, are you a bit disappointed, or do you think this is satisfactory that we're performing in line with the global market? And then, of course, what's your high-risk, low-risk idea for today?
Well, good morning, Varun. The satisfaction has just about grown in the last 8 days. I think it's been a fantabulous last 8 days for the markets, and it's quite cherishing to see an index like Bank Nifty moving up. The way it typically behaves in a very typically high beta fashion. In the last 8 days or 9 days now, the Bank Nifty has scaled up almost 5,000 points, and that's tremendous. I mean, by any means, almost a 20% rise on the banking index in just the last 8 to 9 days. That itself tells you the kind of momentum the markets have gone through. And in fact, now we are at such a point that because of the steep rise in Bank Nifty and because of the balancing effect, you're seeing pressure across the other space. So the Nifty IT index is down, Nifty Pharma index is also down. So I think that's been the hallmark of this rally. So I think no complaints as such. Yes, we can always argue for more that the markets can give you those surprises on the upside. But then I think if you look at this in the entirety in the last 8 to 9 days, I think it's been a fantabulous rally for our markets. Now coming to the stock ideas, of course, going with the current momentum and hoping and expecting that this momentum would stay and continue, I would suggest a couple of buy calls. First one is about Chola Finance. I think today we're seeing a lot more stronger comeback from the NBFC stroke HFC pocket, and I think Chola Finance could be one stock which has already shown very good signs. It was already a leading mover in terms of the price points with respect to many of its peers. So I would expect Chola Finance to do pretty well from here on itself. Buy with a target of 3924, and stop loss could be kept at 305. A very short-term oriented call. And the second would be a buy on RBL Bank. Now, as you can see, the many of the banking stocks are now showing signs of a very strong pickup. Even the laggards or the ones which have been underperformers, I think are the ones which are trying to be a catch-up. So whether it's the PSU Bank like an SPI, or whether it's the other stocks like RBL Bank or Bandhan Bank, I believe that there could be a catch-up rally which could be in play for many of these stocks. So I think RBL Bank could be a good bet from a short-term view from current levels. Would suggest a buy with a target of almost 216, and stop loss could be kept at approximately 202.
Thanks for that. Vikas, what are your fundamental ideas that you want to share with our viewers?
Good morning, Karunya. Good morning, Varun. We are witnessing a spectacular rally in markets across the globe. And yesterday's news regarding Pfizer being successful in getting a vaccine for COVID, as far as they had said that it would be around 90% efficient in that. That has led to a pretty remarkable recovery or remarkable rally in the markets worldwide. And we are also witnessing the same. I think there is much more steam left, and we would certainly be seeing much higher levels in the coming days. As far as my ideas are concerned, they are both long-term ideas, and they are from the mid-cap category. The first stock is a pretty solid company when you look at it from a fundamental point of view. The name of the stock is Indian Energy Exchange, which trades by the name of IEX. It's currently quoting at around 204. This company is India's largest electricity trading platform, having 97% market share. The company operates at operating profit margin of around 89%. The return on equity is around 45%. It's a zero debt company. The company came out with its September quarter results, which were pretty good. And if you look at it, its growth over the last 3 years, the PAT has grown at a CAGR of around 20%. And there are some renowned marquee investors in the company. It's owned by the names like Fidelity, Nippon AMC, Mira Asset Management, SBI Life, ICICI Pru Life, and even Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, owns around 2% stake in the company. The company is also owned 10% by Dalmia Group, Dalmia Bharat Group, and they've recently hiked their stake at price close to around 207. So I'm pretty bullish on the stock from a 9 to 12 months perspective, and I would recommend it to what are the current levels, and my targets are 275 rupees in the next 9 to 12 months. The second stock which I would like to recommend today is Delta Corp. We've seen this stock also being beaten down badly because during lockdown their business really suffered. But these days, first, the casinos in Goa have been permitted to open, and we are seeing a lot of tourism flocking to Goa these days. So that would be pretty positive for a company like Delta Corp. And with whatever is happening around, like if we get a vaccine and things and life becomes normal, then these are the kind of companies which would again get back to normalcy, and they're right now beaten down. This company is again a pretty good company with pretty high margin. They've got a solid margin business. Their OPMs would be close to around 34%. Then there are marquee investors like Rakesh Jhunjhunwala and Radhakishan Dawani invested in the stock. So I think at the current levels of 123 odd, one should buy this stock, and I have a target of 175 rupees in the next say 6 to 12 months time.